Alright, yeah, so this is a review for Love and Hip Hop, New York, Season 6, Episode 9, Love and War. Shout out to Tamar. But no, anyway. So it starts off with, Mariah Lynn's outside and she's pissed because it's like, damn, how these two guys play me. I'm Mariah Lynn and I don't need no one. Well, here's the thing. Rich set the whole thing up so that Cisco could come and see this girl is no good. And it's Creep Squad against the world type of thing. Cisco's pissed because it's like, I don't understand. I don't understand you. You playing me. You're playing me? I was supposed to be playing you. Now, Rich is like, how can you be playing me? I don't feel anything for Mariah Lynn. I feel nothing for Mariah Lynn. I feel nothing. This isn't a Diamond Strawberry situation. And Cisco's still pissed that Rich decided to go and sleep with Strawberry even though he knew that they had something going on. And I guess it was more genuine and real than we thought because Cisco's still upset. He's really upset about this. And Rich is like, forget her. Forget them. It's supposed to be us. We're supposed to be bros. What's going on? Like, what's really your problem? Cisco can't take it. So he goes and he mushes Rich. And I'm like, Smurf? I knew it was coming, but I really didn't expect it. And it was funny because if you look at the security, Cisco is a big guy. So they had like the world's smallest security trying to get control over him. Like, what the hell is this? This must be someone's executive or something. Mariah Lynn, who we saw carrying on outside towards the end of the last episode, she's just chilling. She's just waiting for someone to come out so that she can rant and rave. And I'm sure that was production stepping in and being like, you know what? You should go and get your revenge right now while they're still in there. Why don't you go and wait for them to come out? Once they come out, that's when you tell them that they were no good. They meant nothing. Screw them. So Cisco, he's not feeling bad, but he's thinking, you know what? Maybe I can still put the charm on Mariah Lynn. I'm like, wow. This is truly the definition of Creep Squad because how can you go and do that to someone regardless of what Mariah Lynn did? What she did was grimy as well, and I'm fully aware of that. But how are you going to go and clown her in there and say that she meant nothing to you and then come out here and say, oh, but baby, I like you. Not love. Baby, I like you. Come on. Come on now. Anyway, so Mariah Lynn was like, no, I'm done. Forget this. I don't need this. We know how Mariah Lynn gets down. So Yorma meets up with her sister. And at first I was like, her sister? You sure that's not her? I was like, what the hell? There's two of them? Is this an Amina situation? But no, her sister goes and shows her a picture of Rose. And also gives her a clip of... Her sister has the receipts. Because she even has the audio of DJ Self going and talking about Rose's shop and saying how, well, Rose is on the line. It was like, oh, I love you. Come down to my shop, Poppy. Oh my gosh, DJ Self. Sidebar, I like Rose. I like Rose. And so that's why I can't fully be on Yorma's side. No. Because Yorma's like, he does embarrass me. I don't fully trust him and all of this. But... And I won't let anyone play me. This is my thing. No one will play me. So I can't come on here onto the scene and have this person thinking that I'm about this life. Because I'm not about this life. It's like, yeah, I'll go to her shop. But no, I'm not sure. That's someone's place of business. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's professional. Who does that? Well, guess what? You do that. You, and just like everyone else on reality TV who's about to turn up, goes to people's places of business, people's places of work, people's houses, and act a damn fool. Alright now. So, Yandy meets up with, what's her name? Ooh, sorry. Remy Ma. Because Remy Ma needs help. She doesn't have Ra anymore. Well, at least right now, she doesn't have Ra. So, she has to go and enlist help from someone. So, she decides to go and enlist help from Yandy. Because Yandy just finished planning a wedding. Yandy's a hustler. So, she has the contracts, all the contracts from what she did with her big wedding. And all the connections. So, Remy Ma's thinking that she can definitely utilize that. Definitely utilize that for her own wedding, and she needs someone who understands where she's coming from, because she's like, I have these issues with my mother-in-law, and Dandy's like, preaching to the choir. I was in your shoes. I was in your shoes before, so I understand. If you like this review, by the way, so far, please like, comment, subscribe. I always forget to say that. Yeah, so she's just talking about how, you know, I wasn't really feeling how my mom was treating me while I was in jail. She was coming around, but I feel like she slurked off on her responsibility as far as showing up and just being there. And she let Papoose pick up the slack. And I'm like, okay, Remy, but the reason why you went to jail is because of what you did. So regardless of how you feel, everyone's lives have to move forward while they're, well, except for Pap. He waited for you in every sense of the word. A true ride or die. But anyway, we fast forward from that. We get to Mendeecees. He's in the studio with Cameron. And Mendeecees is like, you know what? I have some bars. I've got bars. I guess I got that 16 count. And Cameron's like, oh yeah, everyone has that. And so Mendeecees goes, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. We need to find his level. Okay. This works. I remember hearing it like a month or two ago. I was like, this is cool. Definitely not a rapper, but sounds a lot better than some of the nonsense you hear on radio. So, congratulations, Mendeecees. It was definitely quality. So Remy Ma is talking with her man Papoose, and she basically is stating how it's not just her, actually. Sorry. It's her along with her mom. Pap invites her mom because her mom's upset. Remy didn't tell her mom that she was getting married, and, well, I don't know if it was, didn't say that, but she definitely didn't invite her mom. Papoose did. And so her mom is so hurt that her own daughter, regardless of what their current relationship is, regardless of what happened in the past, her own daughter didn't actually invite her to her wedding. And she's trying to figure out, how did that happen? I mean, she's crying and everything. She's crying this whole time. And she's like, damn, do you hate me? And Remy's like, no, of course I don't hate you. But when I was in jail, I felt like you shirked on your responsibility of seeing me. And her mom was like, look, I do not have the money, the funds, the ability to go and just see you whenever I wanted to while you were in jail. That costs money. That costs time. I love you, but life was moving forward while you were stuck in jail. Just saying. And so Remy ends up inviting her to the wedding. She was like, that's all I wanted. That is all I wanted from you. And Remy was just like, yeah, I guess you invited. Just like anytime she has an issue with someone, it's just like, yeah, I guess this will work. I guess this will do. So Yorma and her sister go and pop up to Rose's place. By the way, her place looks very nice. I was definitely impressed. But Rose, see, I don't like her confessional look, but because I feel like it makes her look a lot older. But I mean, she was looking really good in her at her place. Oh yeah, so damn it. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. Aside from that, you have her sisters there, Rose's sister, and of course you have Yorma's sister, and it's like, oh, I know who this chick is. This is Self's whatever. Because, you know, I keep my ears to the streets and look on social media. This is the chick that's constantly crying over, oh, this is my bed, this is my bed. Oh. And I mean, it went from classy to slash digs at each other to, you got a problem with me? Yeah, I have a problem with you. How you have a problem with me? I'm like, chill out. Damn. Relax, ma, relax. But it was like, how do you know him? It's like, well, we've known each other. Rose is like, we've known each other for years. We've known each other for years. Who are you? And Yorma got quiet for a moment because it was like, oh, for years. But then it was like, well, I'm his girlfriend. And it's like, well, I'm seeing them. It's like, oh, we done this. And Yorma's like, well, guess what? Whenever he's eating my... Oh my gosh. Why do these women think that that's attractive to... Oh, why would you go and say that in a fight? I mean, that's nothing to be proud of when you're potentially looking at the other woman. Come on now. So Rose is over. She's like, this is in my place of business. You're not going to clown me in my place of business. Her sister looked like she was about to run up on Yorma, but I guess she was about to run up on her only because of the fact that Yorma started to go and do exactly what she said she wasn't going to do. She went and started to ransack the place, and I'm like, security, get her. I don't care if she feels. Security, get her. You're not messing with my stuff. You're not messing with my stuff. Get her out of there. And her sister was like, yeah, get the peasant out. Get the peasant out. Oh, so I was like, damn, not peasants. Not peasants in this bitch. Yeah, so. Oh, that was a mess. That really was a mess. That really was a mess. Remy's talking to Pat because she wants to go and change the venue for her wedding. She decides, you know what? This doesn't work out for me. This whole castle thing, it's great, but it's fall going into winter, and it's not a winter wonderland. No, the grass is all dried up. There's no leaves on the tree. I'm not feeling this. This isn't working. And Pap was like, you know, I got that big security deposit down. But, you know, I loves you. You're my baby. And we'll make this work. We'll make this work. You worked it. You worked it. I was like, oh, you shouldn't have. Now, Yorma is meeting Self at Power 105's station. But she asks for him to come down. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. Power 105 must have been like, we're not bringing this mess into our station. They're like, she's pissed right now. She's not coming in here. We do real business. There's no fighting in our station. I know it must have been the powers up above that intervened for her to have to go and do this scene outside. And it was very windy too. And so I don't know if they set up like special lighting or whatever, but I'm like, you're not fooling me, production. You're not fooling me. Not I. So Yorma is livid. And Self is trying to convince her, oh no, Ma, I love you. I love you. And Yorma's like, oh, so you slept with this girl? It's like, no, I never slept with her in my life. I was like, oh, did you kiss her? Well, she kissed me, so that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. And she's just like, yo, I've never had someone treat me like this, and I'm not one to be played and one to be messed with. You're not gonna do this to me. Oh, you're not gonna do this to me. No. So I was like, and she was like, you know what? We're done. Screw you. Screw off. And her sister kind of had that look of, oh wait. This is serious. Oh yeah, and side note, when they were fighting trying to fight in in Rose's place, Rose was like, turn the cameras off. Because it's like, oh, uh-oh. You know what that means? When they say turn the cameras off, that means that it's serious. This isn't a joke. Someone's about to get their ass beat. Anyway, we have before that, we have Peter Guns and, what's his face? Rich meet up. And Rich just talks about what's going on. Oh, Peter talks about how, damn, got both women pregnant. And Amina had the abortion. It was like, damn, I know you have all that going on. But I have this issue with Cisco. And that's also a mess. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to have to intervene. I'm the oldest out of the bunch. I've lived life the most. I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure that my guys are cool. That's what I'm going to do for them. Because my life's already effed up. And they're still kind of young enough to where they shouldn't be fighting with each other. They shouldn't. So we have the final scene, the main final scene where it's Ra and Remy Ma. And they meet up. And it's kind of like a borderline kumbaya. Remy's like, I need your help. I need your help planning this wedding. And Ra's like, you know what? I know. It's a lot. And she was also like, I know I messed up. I'm sorry. I was in my feelings. You know how petty I can get. It's like, yes, I know. Petty is your name. She's like, yes, I own it. I accept it. Will you help me? It's like, yeah, of course. Of course, babe. I'll help you. And until we get to Yandy popping up. And before Yandy popped up, Raw was like, well, you know, Yandy's helping me too. This is Raw. Yandy shows up. This is Raw. And Yandy was just like, helping with a wedding? Girl, sell me some shoes. That's what you're good for. That's what I know you as. You can do that. You won't mess that up. Alright. So, Yandy's just smiling. Because that's how you do it. When you know someone doesn't like you, you make sure you are extremely happy. It's like, oh, everything's good over here. That's how you do it. And, I mean, Raw was pissed. I'm thinking to myself, Raw, why are you really mad? You were throwing more shots at Yandy than Yandy was throwing at you. Like, stop it. Like, stop. Do we need to go down memory lane? Do we really need to go down memory lane? Because you two have been doing way too much. So, the last scene is actually a sit down between Cisco, Peter, and Rich. That's essentially how it ends. We don't get to see that resolution until the next episode. And they actually do show a preview of what happens next. BBOD is requested to perform, and Lexi and Mo are like, what the hell? Peter talks to Whitney, his older daughter, and she's like, what are you doing, Dad? The Gwenning Fest turns into a disaster because all the ladies decide that they have an issue with each other. Why are all of them invited to one place? You know what? That's it. I'm done. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Come back next week. Enjoy the Fool. I can't with this show. Raising my blood pressure.